Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the College Football Tailgate with me, XFL Jim, joined by my co-host Eric at eToft21 Sports on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you can find him. Uncle Rico in the house. What's up,
Hey,
man?
what's up, dude? I'll tell you what, dude. Great weekend, dude. Good profitable weekend. Feel like I'm seeing the board.
I also had a profitable weekend. I didn't go crazy with the round robins. I took your advice and just did the two teamers. So I wasn't down like $230. I won one of them. Won like $20 on one of them off of like a $1 bet. So
yeah, you came out ahead, dude. That's
came out ahead. Feeling good.
Interesting week. First of all, I just want to say Cadillac Williams, favorite coach.
He's your favorite coach in college football now?
I mean, he's pacing, jumping up and down, freezing the kicker. The way he was like throwing up the peace sign to go for two. Dude,
he's loving it.
Loving it, dude. Just loving it. Towel draped on the side. You guys want to know how I coach? That's how I am in the summer. Towel on the side, towel on, draped across, just working it. TCU, the luck continues. It is amazing.
They're the luckiest team in college football, right?
Oh, by far. We need to find a book that will bet that the opposing team's starting quarterback
will get hurt.
That's what we need to start doing. The big thing is, like, I don't know, are we allowed to show like videos on this thing or not?
Yeah, it depends, but what do you want to show?
Because I have it pulled up right here. It's actually kind of funny.
Okay. Lay it out. We'll see if we can show it. We'll risk it.
Kansas took down the goalpost, and there's an artificial pond on campus.
And they throw them in the pond?
Yeah.
I love Kansas so much. So, yeah, that's another thing. Kansas makes a bowl game.
Yeah. And, I think when do you want to pay up that bet, my friend?
So, we're not going to do it this Saturday. I'm thinking, what do you think about the 19th?
Yeah, the 19th sounds good.
Because I don't want to do it on like a Tuesday or a Monday night when we're recording this just because I have to go to work the next day. Mm-hmm. I'd like to be able to do it Saturday morning and just have my whole day ahead of me to be sick and miserable. Uh-huh. So we'll pen it in right now, November 19th, the Key Lime Pie Day.
The Key Lime Pie.
And have you been looking at bowl predictions? Because I saw where Kansas is predicted to go.
Dude, I just saw this. Like, they're showing the security guards. This guy goes, "We lost the goalpost. Shit happens."
Did you see the rest of that, though, where he says, "We still got the other one"? And then the crowd cheers.
Oh, God.
Did you see where Kansas is predicted?
I did not, dude.
The Texas Bowl versus one Kentucky Wildcats.
Oh, my God, dude. Which website did you go?
Which website did I go?
Let's see if we can get one of these.
I went to, let's just see what CBS Sports says.
Oh, my God. This one has a Cotton Bowl as LSU Tulane.
Oh, this would be a banger right here. Oh, what was this? Oh, come on. Stop it. Continue. Back to me. Kansas versus Missouri in the Liberty Bowl. That'd be a banger.
That'd be a banger, dude. I'm still looking right here.
I wouldn't mind going to Memphis. I've been to Memphis before.
Oh, dude, the guaranteed rate.
Because we gotta go. We gotta go to the game.
We gotta go. The guaranteed rate bowl. Purdue against Kansas State.
That'd be fun.
Arizona. I saw someone tweet it out that there's not going to be enough teams with winning records this year.
Yeah, they're not going to bump. They're not going to like add any other teams.
Yeah. Oh no, this one. I'm sorry. This one has Kansas to the First Responders Bowl.
Where's that at?
Dallas.
That's an easy flight for me. I wouldn't mind going to Dallas.
I had a bad experience going to Dallas.
Never been.
This is my experience going to Dallas. It was that year Michigan State made it, and they play it with Connor Cook
Okay,
and they
yep.
play Alabama. There's a big snowstorm in Michigan. Get on a plane, delayed. By the time I land in Dallas and get Uber to the freaking Jerry's World, okay, I have no luggage. My luggage is somewhere in American Airlines. No idea where. Can't find it. And all my boys are already loaded off their ass, wanting to leave because Michigan State's already down by like 21, 24 at half. So yeah, that was my one experience in Dallas. Not really feeling it.
How about your boys getting the dub?
Still suck. They still suck. They're awful. They are so bad. It is funny.
They were on the right side of a Burtoning though. That was classic like Illinois Burt ball. You guys got it done.
They still suck, dude.
That's fair.
They'll lose the Rutgers. Tennessee, if they can't connect on the deep ball, they're in trouble.
Also, I don't think like their run defense is legit. Their DBs and pass defense is not there.
And the game needs to be played on a fast turf, indoors. Anything outdoors, natural grass, and if it's shitty conditions, they're gonna struggle.
Yeah, if it's shitty conditions, it doesn't really suit them. But we can talk about this if we want to talk like certain playoff scenarios.
Also, I need to vent on announcers. Like I usually listen
I heard so many commentators on Twitter were just like the announcers were awful.
Dude, they were so bad. During the TCU game, I turned it on. There was this play in the TCU game where Duggan got sacked. They called a face mask just because of the way his head turned. Wasn't a face mask at all. Brutal call. Absolute brutal call. Kind of flipped the game. 3rd and long, extended a drive, got a touchdown. They don't mention Gus Johnson and Joe Klatt, and I hate Joe Klatt. Joe Klatt has me blocked on Twitter.
Oh, you hate Joe Klatt. I didn't realize you hated him.
He's clueless, dude. Like, doesn't mention, like, TCU scores. Doesn't mention that at all. Then it's 4th and short, and Tech goes for it, okay? Then he goes into this huge discussion how analytics this, analytics that, if they would have played it by the book and punted, they wouldn't be down by this. Well, dude, why aren't you going on about the blown face mask call that wasn't a face mask? Then he goes on to proceed about how good TCU's defense has been in the second half, but yet fails to mention every single one of those games you're referencing, they're playing a 2nd or 3rd string quarterback. Doesn't mention that at all. Then, what else did he say that was hilarious? He said TCU belonged in the top 4. And the only reason they're not there is because of their brand. Joe Klatt, you're clueless.
I feel like being undefeated, you kind of have to put them high.
But you can't put them. Okay, going into last week, let's look at the undefeated team.
No, I'm saying like last week, not top 4.
Yeah, that's what he said. They belonged in the top 4 last week.
Oh, I wouldn't say top 4. I would I would probably still have them over Bama, but that would have been the only one.
And then after that, I'm watching the George Mason game, Louisville game. That was turning around.
Oh, the JMU?
Yeah, JMU, where it was kick deep, and the Louisville guy, pushes the JMU guy into the punt returner. The ball hits the Louisville guy. JMU recovers, and these announcers didn't understand why they're reviewing to see who has possession. They're like dumbfounded by it. Like they're looking at the replay and you can clearly see it hit the LSU kid, and they're absolutely dumbfounded. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, there's some announcers that are really dumb. I remember, I think Stu Mandel was tweeting it out that I think that was about like the Bama LSU game or something. Something about like the way announcers talk about analytics specifically. They don't know what they're talking about. And I'll be first to admit it. I don't fully understand analytics, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend I understand what analytics are. I'm not going to say like they're bad just because I don't understand them.
Well, here's the thing.
I feel like if you're a football announcer, I feel like if you're an announcer, you should maybe understand some things.
I feel the same way, but also I feel like the game is played differently, and the sample size that they're referencing analytics to, it's a mute point because the game is played differently. Like 5 years from now, when we have a 10-year sample size of how the game is played, going with it more, then we'll see what the analytics are, if that makes sense.
That makes
I
sense.
think
And I feel like we have like I don't know how long teams have been actually using analytics to make certain decision calls or whatnot. Because you got coaches like Lane Kiffin that swear by it and go by it like crazy, and then you have coaches like I would probably say like Narduzzi is probably one that doesn't pay a ton of attention to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah, he doesn't strike me as someone that really gives a shit.
Another thing is they hire these mathematicians, statisticians on their staff. Why don't they hire like an ex-official on their staff to know like when to throw a fit, when to, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
I wonder if there are rules about officials going to work for like actual
I'm talking
teams.
ex-officials.
I'm wondering, like, after they quit, I wonder if there's, like, rules built into their contract, like, after they retire about going to work for I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, it would make sense to me. If I was a coach, I'd want an ex-official on my, not really, like, on the staff, but at least on the sidelines where he could be like, dude, you got to throw a fit here. Dude, that was incomplete. You got to.
I wonder if ex-officials can go, like, work for. Can
just a thought process, man.
If they can, I would agree with you wholeheartedly. I don't know if they can. Well, yeah, I agree with that. If they can, yes. Also, North Carolina is like the quietest 8-1 team I've ever heard of.
What the heck?
They're 8-1, and they could very easily win the ACC.
Someone's just laying on the horn on my cul-de-sac. Yeah, you know, they didn't cover against Virginia though, buddy. They didn't cover.
They didn't.
What? I think Jimbo's done.
I hope Jimbo's done.
I think Jimbo's done. Thank God for Notre Dame. Peace out, Clemson. Go play in your pointless bowl and not cover.
Auburn keeps the interim coach covering. That's alive. That's still alive. First game.
Arkansas, dude, what's going on with that?
Chase, I was talking with Chase about it. They just couldn't convert. They just couldn't convert third downs. They were struggling. Liberty had their starting quarterback back, and then by the time Arkansas tried to make a comeback in the second half, it just was too late. Just a flat game.
You can say what you want about Brian Kelly. I mean, all of us were kind of razzing him.
Good fucking coach.
The guy's a good fucking coach, dude.
And laying his nuts out there and going for 2. I loved it.
I liked it too, dude. You're a 14-point dog. You're shredding him on defense. I absolutely loved it. And it surprised me. It's going to be interesting to see like how Bama finishes off the season. And we're kind of seeing with this NIL stuff that the separation gap that Bama had compared to everyone else is long gone.
It's not there. And this is like a down year for Bama for sure.
Down year for Bama. And the one play in that game that stood out to me, and I was going to message you and I forgot to, and that's my bad. There was this play where they threw it to a Bama wide receiver and he got caught from behind. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, when was the last time? Oh, no, I'm serious.
Yeah, when was the last time a Bama's receiver? Yeah.
Got caught from behind. Like, and when you think about it, you know, we talked about it during our SEC preview. They really don't have like that dependable wide receiver, that field stretcher. You know what I mean? They really don't have anyone like that.
Yeah, they don't have their usual, like, well, everyone talks about, like, a down year for Alabama in the past was one of the best years for any other program. But this is a legit down year. And they're missing an offensive coordinator situation. They're missing. Bryce Young is still really good, but their offensive and defensive lines just aren't what they typically are. And that hinders an Alabama team.
I'm going to say this, and you may disagree. I think Bryce Young is going to be a better pro than CJ Stroud.
I'm not going to disagree because generally I like to fade Ohio State quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a much better QB.
That's fair. Who are your playoff top 4 right now? Who are Eric's Uncle Rico's playoff teams?
Georgia.
Is it just the undefeated teams?
I mean, what is it? Georgia.
Georgia.
Well, I mean, let's play it out. Like, who do I think it's going to be, or who?
Who do you? Okay, so yeah, do 2 lists. Who do you think it's going to be tonight when the playoff rankings come out this week? Number 1.
Well, obviously,
Georgia's 1.
Georgia's 1. Ohio State's 2.
Do you think Michigan gets into the 3rd
spot? I think
spot?
It's probably going to be Michigan 3, and then or probably TCU.
That's how I think it's going to be this week too.
That's how I think it's going to be. But I mean, the reality of the situation in my head, I have it played out like this: that Oregon and SC are going to cancel each other out. I don't think a 1-loss Pac-12 gets in.
You don't think a 1-loss Pac-12 champ gets in?
No, I don't think so. I think winner of Michigan, Ohio State gets in. TCU.
Yes.
TCU's laying 7 this week. They're getting 7 points on the road to Texas. They're going to be out. They're not going to get in. I really think right now, if Tennessee runs a table, if Heupel does,
no,
you don't think they can get in?
Losing like that, you can't. I can't. They lost in embarrassing fashion. They got dominated.
Dude, I'm just letting you know, man.
I know. I would put, depending on how the Michigan-Ohio State game plays out, I'd put the loser of that in.
No.
I mean, their schedules aren't comparable. No. What about if LSU runs the table?
They have 2 losses.
Conference champ. They would have beaten Alabama and Georgia.
What? Yeah, I don't know. This season.
What if North Carolina runs the table?
No, App State.
1 loss. 1 loss. So what if we were sitting at the end of the season, an undefeated Georgia, an undefeated Ohio State? We got to assume TCU has 1 loss, and one of USC, UCLA, or Oregon wins the Pac-12, and North Carolina wins the ACC. What are your playoffs? If you put Tennessee in over a 1 loss like UCLA, that's despicable.
I'm going to do it.
What does even playing in a conference matter then?
It doesn't.
That's stupid. Matter. That's stupid.
But if
they already played against Georgia and they lost. That's stupid. I get why you would do Oregon. I understand that. Because they both have the same game against Georgia. Both of them got dominated. Oregon more so. But it seems like the playoff committee throws out week 1. So who knows?
I mean,
like the early season doesn't matter.
I think Tennessee can get in. That's all I'm saying.
I hate it. I think they can too. And
I'm just gonna say this. I'm looking right now. Who's the number 1 team in the country?
That's Georgia.
Who's their quarterback?
Stetson Bennett.
12-1 to win the Heisman.
I saw that, and it's like that's not terrible.
I mean, I think Hooker. I think it's done with Hooker.
I think done.
I think Stroud's done.
DTR's quiet, but he's having some bomb games. What about Bo Nix?
No.
Have you seen Bo Nix balling out?
No.
I don't. So there's not really anybody separating themselves.
Yeah, I mean there's a lot going on, and who knows? It may be the Ohio.
You think there's a chance for a running back?
Dude, I gave out the Michigan running back 20-1 here a couple weeks.
You did. Yeah. You're break down some games this coming week?
Ready to break down some games, man.
Okay, you guys know the drill. We're going to go through every single game on the slate, give you what we got, whether we're playing it or not. and the episodes are coming out basically Tuesday mornings now, just because we want to talk about the Maction games. We got to talk Maction.
Talk a little Maction. You like
starting off?
You pro Maction?
I'm extremely pro Maction.
I love me a little Maction, dude.
It's so much fun. Starting off, Eastern Michigan at Akron on the 8th. Eastern Michigan is a 7-point road favorite, over under 56.5.
I kind of want to take Akron here, but I do too.
I am going to take Akron plus the 7. That's going to be my play in that one. Ohio at Miami of Ohio. Ohio is a slight road favorite at -2, over under 50.5. I kind of want to play the under.
Kind of want nothing to do with this game, to be utterly honest with you.
I mean, I got to play Maction.
Dude, but I don't want to lose money, man.
I got to play Maction. I'm going to say this is probably going to be a live betting scenario. If Ohio goes down early, I'll live bet them. Ball State at Toledo. Toledo minus 11.5 at home, over under 50.5. Give me the over.
I mean, the thing was this game was all the way at 16.
I think so.
So there's no way. There's nothing I want to do here.
You don't want anything to do with it, Eric? You sure you don't want anything to do with it?
I
think it opened at 12. It got all the way up to 16.
Yeah, now it's steamed all the way down.
Shit, steamed all the way back down. That's weird. I guess I would lean Toledo, but I like the over in this. Next up, we have Buffalo at Central Michigan. Buffalo is +1 on the road. Central Michigan 1-point favorite at home, over under 54.
I will take I'll take my chips. I'll take my chips and I'll take my chips. I kind of like the under too.
Yeah, I like the under in this one. I want to take. You know what? I'll back your chips too. This is a tough game. Buffalo's pretty decent team. Kent State at Bowling Green. Kent State minus 2.5 on the road, over under 55.5.
I'll take Bowling Green, man.
I'm not going to touch this game.
I like Bowling Green.
I do, but I like Kent State a lot too. Northern Illinois, Western Michigan, pick 'em. Over under 50.
I kind of want to take Western Michigan. I hate this NIU team.
I don't like either of these teams.
I probably won't play it, really honest with you.
I don't like either of these teams. But I gotta have so before we get away from the MAC, I gotta have action on every MAC game. It's just in my blood. I'm sorry.
It's just in your blood to have every action.
I love Maction. So let me get a little MAC parlay. A little Maction parlay for the people before we go on. Eric, I'm a sick degenerate freak, okay? I don't want your judging gaze.
Dude, you know what, man? I just like to make money, Jim.
I don't fucking blame you.
I don't Uncle Rico. Uncle Rico just likes to make his coin, dude.
Okay, here's what we're talking about here. Here's what we're talking, Eric.
Mine will just be CMU money line and Bowling Green money line.
That's a good choice. Akron +7 for me. Ohio money line. Ball State, Toledo over 50.5. Central Michigan, fire up damn chips, under 54 in the Buffalo game.
Okay.
Bowling Green money line, Western Michigan money line, +49.53.
I like it.
I gotta get gross on a weekday. How else do you expect me to show up to work and get through the workday if I don't have this to look forward to?
Got to get a little loose?
Gotta get a little loose into the weekend.
Okay. All right.
Georgia Southern, Louisiana Lafayette, ULL -3 at home, over under 59.5.
I want nothing.
I'm not touching this one. I lean towards an over maybe, but I'm not touching it. Tulsa at Memphis. Memphis -7 at home, over under 61.5. I'm going to take that under.
The definition of shooting yourself in the foot.
Fuck you, Memphis.
I mean, Jesus, dude. 2 missed field goals, an INT at the 10. That was just brutal, dude.
It was brutal. I'm going to take the under 61.5 here. Eastern Carolina at Cincinnati. ECU Cincinnati -5 at home, over under 52.5.
A lot of movement in this game. This was up at 7. Money's coming in on ECU.
I kind of wanted to take ECU.
Yeah, but I feel I missed the number, dude.
I know it opened at 6, got all the way up to 7. Now it's down to 5. I can't, in good conscience, back ECU at that number.
It's a pass for me.
USC Colorado. USC -34.5 at home, over under 66.
That's a lot of points. Colorado, Jim, but I'm not going to do anything.
I don't want to take Colorado. I kind of want to. No. I kind of want to take that under. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take that under. I don't think Colorado scores.
You're going to do it?
I'm going to take that under 66. Fresno State at UNLV, over under of 59. Fresno State -9.5 on the road. Am I crazy for wanting to take UNLV here?
No, I kind of like UNLV too, but this is a pass for the kid.
Again, I feel like we missed out on the number. It opened at 11.
Jesus.
Yeah. Indiana at Ohio State. Ohio State -39.5.
I want
over under of 57.5.
Nothing.
If you like Ohio State, you got to take the over, right?
Yep.
Yeah. LSU -3.5 on the road at Arkansas, over under of 63.5. Give me Arkansas straight up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Arkansas here. Do you think we get a 4?
This game's always extremely close.
It opened up at 2.5.
Possibly.
You know.
I'm going to grab the money line right now. Just in case we don't. Just in case, like, on the off chance it goes down to a 3 instead.
Oh, I'm seeing a 3.5 for Louisiana. If I can get a 3.5 with Louisiana, I'm going to be on Louisiana.
Oh, ULL?
ULL, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, people. My fault.
That's good to know. Wait, if there's a 3.5, you'll take Louisiana?
Louisiana's getting points, right?
No. They're laying points. They're laying 3.
Yeah, if I can get a 2.5, I mean. If I can get
2.5. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, Eric, you're going for the wrong number. What are you doing? That's
not you. I'm just seeing. I see 3.5 on the board.
Yeah, I just see 3.5. I see a couple 3s. Where did it open up at?
2.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit on that money line right now on the off chance it goes down to 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of want to take the under 63.5, but I'm not gonna touch it.
Do it, you sly son of a bitch.
I'm not gonna. Liberty at UConn. Liberty -14.5 on the road, over under 46. Do we take UConn here?
This is my thing, Jim. I think you kind of have to. I love fading teams after they get a big win.
Exactly.
Go on the road. You just be an SEC team. I'm gonna be on UConn here plus the points. I'm gonna wait a little bit just because I don't think anyone's rushing to bet this game. We could maybe get a better number close to Friday. So I'll be on UConn here. Liberty's been a cover machine. They're due for some cover regression. UConn is tough, dude. They're a tough team. They're doing a great job. I'll take the plus 14.5, but I'll wait to see if I can get a better number later in the week.
I like the plus 14.5. I think I'm gonna wait with you. I'm gonna wait on that. Sit on it. Missouri at Tennessee. Tennessee -21 at home, over under a 56.5.
God, I'm gonna be interested to see what this first half number is.
I'm gonna be looking at that. God, I want to take the under here.
I want to take the over.
I just don't like Missouri. Their offense is not good.
I think Tennessee is going to freaking just come out and try to start making statements in every game.
They could.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to.
That's what they're going to have to do if they want any playoff chances. Because I don't see Georgia losing.
You don't?
I don't.
Maybe. Hey, maybe. Well, maybe something later on the show, Jim.
Well, even if Georgia loses this one, like, they still make the championship game.
Yeah.
And that's actually bad for Tennessee if Georgia loses.
Really?
I think so. You think a one-loss Georgia, like if they win the championship, you think a one-loss Tennessee also gets in? I don't think so.
That's a good point.
I think they need Georgia to go undefeated.
That's a good point, Jimbo.
Notre Dame at Navy. Notre Dame minus 16.5, over under 42.
As soon as I get a 17, I'm in.
Yep, I'm right there with you on Navy. Oklahoma at West Virginia. Oklahoma minus 7.5 on the road, over under 65.5. I'm taking West Virginia.
Seeing a 17. Yeah, I got some. I got some bets I got to put in, man.
I'm taking West Virginia here.
I'll take West Virginia here too.
It's a bad number, but I don't care. You think it goes? You think it goes up?
I'd wait.
You think it goes back? It opened at 9.
Yeah.
You think it goes back up?
Yeah, I'd wait a little bit. I mean, there's no.
They will be in my little like round robin that I'm going to give out at the end of the show. People, don't worry. I'm still going to give that out.
There's no rush right now, guys.
Exactly. Pittsburgh at Virginia. Pitt minus 4.5 on the road. Over under 39.5.
I want nothing to do with this game.
Yeah, same. Purdue at Illinois. Illinois minus 6.5. Over under 44.5. I want to take that under. I want that under.
I want nothing.
Rutgers at Michigan State. Rutgers plus 10. Michigan State laying 10. Over under a 40.
I'd lean Rutgers here.
I'm going to take Rutgers. I might sprinkle it on that money line.
Yeah, they'll probably lose. The Fighting Mel Tuckers.
SMU at South Florida. SMU is minus 17.5 on the road. Over under 72.5.
Nothing here. I want nothing.
I'm taking the under. I don't think South Florida keeps up with them.
I want nothing.
Did you see that SMU Houston game?
I heard about it. I didn't see it.
5 touchdowns by half for Tanner Mordecai of SMU.
Jesus.
It was 130 total points.
Just elite level defense.
Just their classic Texas shootout.
Just elite level defense.
Vanderbilt at Kentucky. Kentucky minus 17, over under 49.5.
Nothing.
I think that's another under I want to take. Virginia Tech at Duke. Duke minus 10.5 at home, over under 49.5.
Nothing.
Lean towards Duke, but nothing right now. JMU at ODU. JMU is an 8-point road favorite, over under 46.5.
That was a putrid offensive effort for James Madison in the second half. I mean, I don't know what's going on with their quarterback. Was he hurt? I don't know. I really didn't like what I saw from them. I'd lean ODU here.
I would lean ODU as well. They didn't really, speaking of terrible like offensive performances, they didn't leave a lot to love when they were playing Marshall last week.
Yeah.
Getting goose egged. It opened at 7. It's already gone up to 8.
Yeah. I'd lean there, but like, again, there's so many games. If you don't like a number, just don't play it.
I don't like ODU here. ULM at Georgia State. Georgia State minus 13.5, over under 59.
Not bet any more Georgia State games the rest of the year.
God, they've been so good these last. I almost want to take ULM, but I'm not touching them. Rice at Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky minus 13 at home, over under 62.
I'd lean the under, but nothing.
I'm going to take that under. Temple at Houston. Houston minus 20, baby. Over under 56.5.
Over under 56.5. Nothing.
Temple off a win?
Big win.
Big win? Do we fade Temple? Not that much.
No.
UMass and Arkansas State. Arkansas State minus 17 at home, over under 50.
Just blow up the program at UMass. Nothing.
Yeah, both these programs aren't looking too great right now. Alabama at Ole Miss.
Interesting game. I kind of want to take Ole Miss here.
Plus 11.5.
Kind of want to do it, but I don't think I'm going to do it.
Over under 63.5. I kind of want to take Alabama.
No, I don't. Maybe Alabama first half.
I will definitely take Alabama first half. They're going to come out and just be pissed and walk. I don't think Ole Miss is that great.
I don't think they're that great either.
I think Alabama walks them.
Okay. I don't know. It's not final for me yet.
I'm going to be I'm going to do it. I'm just going to take Alabama minus the 11.5. App State at Marshall. App State -1 at Marshall. Over under of 47.
No.
Kind of want to take App State here.
I hear you.
I think I'm going to take App State because I think Marshall is still getting inflated from that Notre Dame win.
Okay.
And people aren't talking about the App State Texas A&M way. Like, I feel like that's not as inflated as the Notre Dame win for Marshall. It's the same thing. Like, I've been fading Middle Tennessee State the entire rest of the year since beating Miami because they're not a good team.
Yep.
Arizona State at Washington State. Washington State -8 at home. Over under 58. Kind of want to take Wazoo.
Yeah, but nothing.
Kind of want to take Wazoo. I'm gonna sit on this one. I'm leaning towards Washington State. Army at Troy. Troy -9 at home. Over under 46.
You gotta take Army here, dude.
I feel like you got to take Army, right?
I feel like you have to. I feel it's a no-brainer.
I'm gonna take Army. Boston College at NC State. NC State is -19.5. Over under 42.
Nothing.
I lean towards an under here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wait on that one. UCF at Tulane. Tulane -2, over under 53. I want to take Tulane.
I kind of want to take UCF.
I want to take Tulane after UCF won that bullshit game against Memphis.
Yeah, that's true. I'll be honest. I have futures in both of them. I probably won't do anything.
Yeah, I just have a win total for UCF. I have a future for Tulane. I'm probably not touching this game. Charlotte at Middle Tennessee State. Middle Tennessee State is -11 at home. Over under 67.
Nothing. I want absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Gross. Iowa State at Oklahoma State. Iowa State is -1.5 on the road. Over under of 48.5.
Nothing. Too many questions going on with Oklahoma State.
Yep. Louisiana Tech at UTSA. UTSA -18.5. Over under of 68.5.
A lot of points.
It's too many points. It's a lot of points. I'm not touching it. Louisville at Clemson. Clemson -7. Over under 51.5. Does Hudson Card finally get the start? Or what's his name? What the fuck's?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the backup. Yeah. Yep. I think he should, but it's gonna be interesting to see how Clemson responds after the loss. Malik Cunningham, nothing. I don't like Louisville.
I don't either. Cade Klubnik, that's the guy's name. I don't like either of these teams. Maryland at Penn State. Penn State -10.5. Over under 58.
Elite Maryland, but we're in November, so it's a pass.
I kind of want to take the over. I'm going to take the over.
Okay.
Miami, Florida at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is -1.5. Over under 44.5.
Who would have guessed that Georgia Tech would be the favorite in this game at the beginning of the season?
Not me. Miami is really bad.
Yeah, they're really bad. This is a pass.
I kind of want to take Georgia Tech, kind of.
I do too, but again, I don't want to force anything. So.
I'm not going to force anything. Both these teams stink. Nebraska at Michigan. Michigan is -29. Over under of 50. I don't know what Nebraska's quarterback situation is. Either way, I kind of lean Michigan.
Yep.
But that's a lot of points.
Ton of points.
New Mexico at Air Force. Air Force -22.5. Over under of 37.5. If you like Air Force, you should take the over.
Yes. I'm not going to do anything.
Same. North Texas at UAB. UAB -6 at home. Over under 57.5.
Nothing.
I want to take that over. I want to take it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to calmly wait.
I avoid Jimbo.
Northwestern at Minnesota. Minnesota -17.5. Over under of 41.
If I can get a first half under at 21, that's a buy.
Lockstep with you there. That's if I can get a Northwestern team total under 7. That's a lock too. I'm locking that in.
They're just so limited offensively.
They're so bad. Wisconsin at Iowa. Wisconsin's -1 on the road. It's basically a pick 'em. Over under of 36.5.
I kind of want to take Iowa right here.
I kind of want to take the over.
Yeah.
I kind of want to take the over.
Yeah, I kind of want to take that over too, big man.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to take over. I'm also with you. I kind of want to take Iowa. Both teams looking way better right now, though.
Both teams are trending in the right direction.
South Carolina at Florida. Florida minus 8.5, over under 59.
Yeah, Florida. I definitely am leaning South Carolina here.
That's where I lean right now, too. I lean towards South Carolina. Texas State at South Alabama. South Alabama minus 16.5, over under 47.5. I kind of want to take South Alabama.
I love my Jags when I'm passing.
Same. FAU at FIU, the airport. FAU, Florida Atlantic is minus 15 on the road, over under 54.5.
FIU, dude.
They looked real bad last week.
I know. Florida Atlanta's. Who are they?
They're really bad. I kind of want to take FIU as well. Do you think this creeps up at all? Or I bet it stays. You think so?
It's at a dead number. I think the general public still looks at them as bad, so
we might see a 16.
Yeah. Oh, this is just a pass. I don't want anything to do.
Georgia, Mississippi State. Georgia's minus 16 on the road, over under 53.5.
2 words, buddy. Cow. Bell. Give me the Bulldogs plus the points.
Plus 16, huh?
I think you can get a better number at a different shop.
Yeah, probably. You can probably find like a 17.
Yeah, I like Mississippi State here.
Do you? What makes you like Mississippi State?
Georgia coming off a big win. I like Mississippi State's defense. I think their defense is really legit. And, just Mike Leach in the air raid, dude. You just gotta. I just like the matchup defensively for Mississippi State. And I think Mississippi State, with how they play offense, since it isn't so reliant on the home run ball, is going to be able to move the ball against Georgia. Plus,
what's Mississippi State's backfield like? Defensive backfield. It's got to be better than Tennessee.
You know what? Yeah, but I think me and you would be a better backfield than what Tennessee has.
It's true. Kansas State at Baylor. Baylor's minus 3 at home, over under 53.
I don't want anything to do with this game.
Same. I don't know what K-State's situation at quarterback is. I don't want to touch him until I do. Kansas to Texas Tech. Texas Tech is minus 4, over under 65. I kind of want to take Tech, but again,
I want to take Tech too, but a dead number. So
don't know the quarterback situation.
Yeah,
staying away. Washington at Oregon. Oregon is minus 13.5 right now, over under 72.5.
Nothing, my friend.
Yeah, same. Wyoming at Colorado State. Wyoming is minus 8.5 on the road, over under 42. Kind of want to take Wyoming here. Leaning towards Wyoming right now, but I'm holding off because I think Wyoming has Boise coming up in the next week.
Yeah, nothing.
North Carolina at Wake Forest. Wake is minus 3.5 at home, over under 76.5.
Nothing.
I kind of want to live bet that over. I might live bet it during the game.
Yeah, I can see that.
If they get to like a slow start.
Yeah.
Southern Miss at Coastal Carolina. Coastal is minus 10.5, over under 54. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take Southern Miss plus 10.5.
Yeah, I want to take Southern Miss here, but not going to do it yet. It's kind of a dead number, man. Just kind of chill.
I'll take 10.5. Fuck you.
Well,
I'll take it again when it gets better. I like it at 10.5.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to sprinkle on that money line. TCU at Texas. Texas minus 7. Over under 65.
This one's locked in. Texas minus 7 all day for me.
I'm going to take Texas whatever. First quarter, first half. I'll take a minus whatever. And then I will live bet TCU. Just because weird shit happens. I don't care.
Just because TCU is going to...
They find a way. Yeah. TCU finds a way. Florida State at Syracuse. FSU is minus 7 on the road, over under 51. Syracuse back home now. Do we take them? Do we take the orange?
I kind of like it. I'll be on Q's at plus the 7.
I'm going to be on Q's plus the 7 as well. Cal at Oregon State. Oregon State minus 13.5, over under 49.
Nothing.
Cal's been mucking these games up. I'm not going to touch it. I lean towards Cal. I want to see if that gets to a 14. Stanford at Utah. Utah's minus 24. Over under 53.5. It's a shitload of points. I lean Utah.
Yeah.
Boise State at Nevada. Boise is minus 20 on the road at Nevada. Over under 47.
Oh, nothing. Jesus.
Yeah, they got Wyoming on the road. They just got beat by BYU.
Yeah,
Don't
why
want to
not?
touch it. Arizona at UCLA. UCLA is minus 19.5. Over under of 77.5.
I kind of lean toward the under.
I'm going to play that under. That's a shitload of points. San Jose State at San Diego State. SJSU minus 2.5. Over under of 41.5. I'm playing the under.
I'd lean under here, but I just want to get these futures home on our boys, the Spartans.
Let's get it, baby. Utah State at Hawaii. Utah State is minus 11.5 on the road at Hawaii. Over under 54. I'm going to take Hawaii plus the 11.5.
Yeah, I definitely lean them too.
I might sprinkle a little bit on that money line. Utah State's bad.
Yeah, Utah State. Yeah, they're bad.
Okay, I'm building my early week round robin, Eric. I'm doing it. Already.
You love this stuff.
I live for this shit. I'm a fiend for it. Okay, what are we getting here? Let's sprinkle a little Rutgers in there.
You got little Rutgers.
Okay. Don't want to take Temple. No. Should I put Ole Miss in there for you?
No.
I want to put Army.
I put Army in there.
I'll put Army in there. Okay. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. I like Iowa.
Yeah, I like Iowa too.
I'm not gonna Mississippi State. That's a big dog. Do I put it in for the number? For how big it is?
I wouldn't.
I'm not gonna. I like Syracuse. And then I think that's it. I'm going to throw Hawaii as my big dog. So rate the disgusting level of this, Eric. I want your disgust.
Okay.
Rutgers over Michigan State.
Doable. I see it.
Army over Troy.
I like it.
Syracuse over Florida State.
Love it.
West Virginia over Oklahoma.
Great.
Iowa over Wisconsin.
That's a small one. That's your anchor.
Bowling Green over Kent State.
Sick. Disgusting. Love it.
Arkansas over LSU.
Absolutely love it.
Hawaii over Utah State.
Filthy, dirty, disgusting.
Plus 733-123.
Look at you, Jim, just finding value, man. I love it.
I'm seeing the board. I have profit from last week, so let's spend a little. Let's dally it out. So what's looking on the board, what is Eric's favorite play?
My favorite play right now, Texas got that locked in. Definitely Arkansas.
Love Arkansas. That's probably my favorite one. And I will back you on Texas. I will take Texas first quarter and first half minus whatever.
Yep.
Like that's definitely going to be, if they go down early in the first quarter, I'm going to take Texas to come back and cover whatever spread in the first half.
Yeah, I like that thought process.
I kind of like Iowa State minus 1.5 against Oklahoma State.
I don't lay points on the road, Jim.
That's the other thing. I don't like laying points on the road.
If I can find a Navy plus a 17.
I love Army, by the way. That's another one.
I like UConn too.
Yeah. love Connecticut. I think that'll do it. I don't have anything else. I got nothing. I mean, you talked Heisman.
Yeah.
What's your boy at? Stetson Bennett 14-1.
I think that's doable.
Value?
Yeah.
I'll throw some money on that.
Because if they're undefeated and
DTR at 50-1.
Definitely doable.
I think I got him at a better number though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I got him at 100-1. So I'm not touching that. Max Duggan?
No. Don't want to game the rest of the year.
Drake May, North Carolina?
No.
Yeah, I don't see any other potential. If they come out and ball out of nowhere, it's a crazy long shot. But Michael Penix wouldn't be like he has similar stats to a lot of these guys that are above him.
Yeah, I mean,
but Washington would need to come out and have a baller of a season. So if you're basically saying if Washington beats Oregon, then maybe get a little Michael Penix in your life.
Yeah.
He's 300-1.
You can throw $1 at it.
I'll throw a little dollar on there. I almost just accidentally threw 100 on there.
Jesus, dude.
Nope. I think that'll do it for the college football tailgate. Eric
threw $100 on that.
300-1 and it fucking wins.
How quick would you have been out of the phone?
I'd be like, hey, give me my fucking money. Where can they find you, Eric? Where can the people
at eTop21 on the Twitter machine, eTop21 Sports on the gram and YouTube. And then my live stream is live later tonight, 9 p.m. Central Time. Our friend Gino is going to be stopping by to talk a little pigskin.
Hell fucking yes. Y'all know where to find me. XFL Gym everywhere. CFL recaps coming only for a couple more weeks because we got the Grey Cup coming in like 2 weeks. Be prepared. It's almost XFL time, baby. Love you guys, and we'll see you for the next episode of the College Football Tailgate.